a couple of races.
Well, Qantas has announced the biggest change to its frequent flyer program in its 35-year history. It promises to give passengers more flexibility, availability and choice. But there's a catch. You will need more points.
Qantas says a return economy flight from Sydney to London next February will require 110,400 points plus taxes. The same flight using Classic Plus takes 130,600 points. Classic reward seats have a fixed number of points and will usually be the lowest required. But just like regular airfares, Classic Plus vary depending on the travelling period, meaning more points at peak times or on more popular routes. So that same Sydney-London return flight in peak periods is almost 192,000 points plus taxes. Well explained, Carlos.
Right. Very well done. We're joined by Adele who will hopefully explain it better, from the Champagne Mile, and Graham Screw-Turner from Flight Centre live from Brisbane. Adele, let's start with you. Just talk us through these changes. They're a little bit hard to follow.
Sure. So, look, Qantas hasn't, in real terms, overhauled their program since 2019. So what they've done is they've put in place a new tier of rewards. It's called Classic Plus, and it sits in between the low-value Points Plus pay, which is where we had people spending 1 million points to fly, one way overseas, and the very high-value Classic rewards.
OK, so again, to break it down even further, there's going to be bunches of people who are sitting at home now with lots of points in their account. They haven't been able to get a flight anywhere, so there'll be more flights, but it's going to cost them more points effectively.
It's certainly going to cost more than your high-value Classic rewards. But what Qantas have done is they've included an extra 20 million seats in the mix, which I think is probably nearly all of the flights that Qantas run. People will be able to book them at a value of around 1 cent per point for economy bookings and 1.5 cents per point for premium, economy and business class.
And it'll fluctuate depending on peak times and so on as well.
So effectively it's dynamic pricing, which means that it's tied to the price of cash fares. These new reward seats are released at the same time as normal fares, so people aren't going to have to sort of wait 6 months down the track.
All right, it's sort of a mixed reaction this morning. Screw, the big question is, will it be easier to book a frequent flyer seat these days?
Look, Carl, it obviously will, in the sense, as Adele says, a lot more seats. 20 million seats seems an enormous number to me. So I can't imagine them actually selling all those. But people who have a lot of points, and these could be small or larger business people who accumulate points through their business as well. And generally there's no FBT, of course, on this. So I think generally it'll be welcomed by people who have a lot of excess points, and there must be. I think Qantas has 37 co-branded credit cards, for example, let alone all the large businesses that offer, frequent flyer points on Qantas as well. So it's probably mixed, but I think generally people with a lot of points will be pretty happy with this.
Why are you sus on the 20 million?
That's a lot of flights. Like 1,000 flights a day would be, 1,000 seats a day, sorry, would be, 350,000 seats, I think, from my calculation. So it's a lot of, they go from 5 million seats, I think, at the moment to 20 million. I'll be surprised if there'll be 20 million allocated. They may well be available, but probably not allocated.
All right, interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. We also have an exclusive announcement from Qantas with more than 1 million domestic seats discounted for the next 72 hours. So they are on a blitz right now. Check it out on Qantas's website.
Yeah, you'd want to get in quick, I reckon.
.com.
Well, breaking news ahead. Extensive traffic delays on Sydney's lower North Shore after a deadly crash